I could make a nice intro, but well, okay, I'll try. So we want to beat Scrutinized, tried to find any tips on how to do so, yet couldn't find anything. Look no more, because in the next few minutes you'll know everything you need to know about the game. Was that okay? No? Anyway, let's just jump right into it. There will be stumps for every part of the video, part 1 being basic mechanics stuff you should already know by now, but I will go over them quickly. Part 2 is gonna be everything about killers, so pretty much the only reason you're gonna lose your run on last night. Part 3 is gonna be tips and tricks to be more efficient. We will also talk shortly about Nightmare. God, this is so bad. Just a heads up that this tutorial is for version 1.2.0. Adam is currently making the new version, new patch for the game, so the bugs are fixed. The game hasn't changed that much, so you don't have to worry about the basics. The main objective of the game is to do reports. Find people the report is about and see if they are guilty. Gathering evidence if they are. I am not going to talk about anything from here in detail because it's already here. I'm not doing that. On top of your screen you have all the information about your progress. Network connection goes out randomly, you have to reset it in one of the closets. Those coins used to buy upgrades, insta-make cracks, used to insta-make crack obviously. Rejected reports, you fail if you do that amount of reports wrong, it saves between nights, just so you know. Go to bed early quota, if you want to end the night early you have to do more reports than you would need to simply pass the night. Although it's worth doing more so you can get those coins with which you can get upgrades. Payout, which starts counting after you finish your normal quota. And quota, which you have to finish before the time runs out. You start the night at 8 PM and have to finish quota by 4 AM, that's when the night ends by itself. On the screen you can find everything you need, the most important being sec cams. We'll talk about them in just a moment. You'll probably get frustrated trying to find all evidence by yourself for every single guilty suspect, but if you want to beat the game that way, you're on your own. Gathering evidence will be in the efficiency part of the video. To reset the router when the network connection goes out, you have to head to the room in the far back of the house. The router is located in this closet, right here. At the start of each night you have to turn on all the lights and lock all the windows. One window in each room, 2 windows in the room with the PC and the kitchen. To close the window, aim at the top part of the window and press left mouse button. To lock the window, just aim at the lower part of the window and press right mouse button. The lock should be pointed to the right. I forgot to mention that there is no window in the bathroom, so you don't have to worry about this room, but still remember to keep the light on. If you get some DOS coins, you can buy some upgrades. I'm not gonna go over them, but I would recommend you get like 1 or 2 instant rootkits cracks, just to be safe, and then go all the quality of life upgrades, starting with the image search. Then you can just get as many of the instant rootkit cracks as you want. Will be enough for now. To crack a suspect's phone, you'll need their email number. You can get that in SimDB. Then copy it and paste it into the rootkit. To crack the rootkit, you have to move the sliders to find the spot with a sound cue. As of now, the rootkit sound cue is heavily dependent on your FPS. You can do small adjustments with A and D on your keyboard. Well, this one was easy. We can do another one with the same phone. The difficulty of the cracks go up with the amount of cracks you do in your run. I would definitely recommend you to beat the casual first. Also you can try to learn some cases on detective mode. When on cameras, you can light your camera's light by pressing space on your keyboard. Try to not press it too much or you could trip the breaker.
This damn power breaker.
The breaker is located in this room. Killers. Tanner. His spawn triggers on a mouse click on your PC, meaning he cannot attack you if you're not on PC or just reading something on it. On casual and normal, Tanner has sound cues. All the sound cues are footsteps, bush rustle, one variation of Owl Hood, one variation of Floor Creak. If you hear any of those, you definitely should get into cameras and find him. For the purpose of this video, we'll name the cameras Fence, Backyard, and Road. There are 5 possible spawn locations for Tanner. The ideal time to flash is being shown as I speak. Running straight at the fence camera in the yard, at the end of the long fence on the right of fence camera, running straight at the backyard camera, running from the woods through the fence on road camera, running from the woods far away on road camera, passing fence camera. You can also shine at him from this camera, but you need him to get closer. I recommend you to always start on fence camera and go left to backyard, then to road, ending back on fence camera. That makes it easier to see Tanner that is spawned far away in the woods, and makes it easier to catch the closest spawn that runs straight at that camera. If you fail to flash Tanner and he gets into your house, you're dead. There's nothing you can do. There are 2 Tanner jump scares, if you can call them both that. Camera jump scare and closet peek. Both are completely irrelevant to your playthrough. Camera jump scare does literally nothing, but closet peek can kill you if that's what you'd want. Tanner will hide in the closet, waiting for you to open it. Just ignore him. Do your job like it never happened. Both of those you can avoid by turning off jump scares. Yes, both. Kidnapper. His spawns are time-based and depend on lights. He can spawn whenever he wants, regardless if you're sitting at a PC or standing up. In version 1.2.0, the sound cues for Tanner are also used for the Kidnapper. Actually, the sound cues are also in 1.1.2, but they are inconsistent in both versions, so I would still recommend not to risk it and just always keep the lights on. The lights are also time-based. If the light is close enough to you, you can hear the light going out. Usually it's only in the PC room. If you want to be safe, just remember to check them once in a while, and more often on later nights. If no light was out the last time you checked, check them again rather sooner than later. If you scared the kidnapper away with light, check the windows in that room if they are still locked. Always shine your flashlight and turn the lights on first. In one light cycle, up to 2 lights can go out. Oh, and by the way, light in bathroom doesn't go out during the night unless you haven't checked the lights in forever. So we only have to check it once at the start of the night. Also remember to check the lights before finishing the night early. Uh-oh. My dad? You did not pick lock. Find no way. Oh, he did.
Ничего личного.
Damn. How to be efficient. You can quickly reset DMVB by closing and reopening it. If you know the name of a suspect, put in only gender, hair and eyes color. No reason to put in the rest if you know who you're looking for. If the name is unknown, I actually don't know myself. If the name is unknown, put in all the info you have. Put in the age range, but for height and weight, just put in the closest one, because it's sometimes far different from the one given on the report. You definitely want to remember cases and evidence as you go, so that you don't have to waste time every single time. The phone always has evidence if it's a guilty person. There are only few reports that require you to use anything else than just a phone. So unless you know what you're looking for, just focus on the phone. The threats activate after first report is either sent or shredded, meaning you don't have to check counts before you finish the first report, nor you have to worry about kidnapper picklocking a window. So take your time if you want. On night 1 of normal mode, Tanner has 0% chance to spawn, so don't bother checking the cams. No, I am not gonna play night 1 of normal 1000 times. After you scare away Tanner on cameras, he goes on cooldown. 225 seconds on casual, 200 seconds on normal, 150 seconds on nightmare. Use this to your advantage. You don't have to check the counts while he's on cooldown. Check pictures first unless you know what you're looking for. Suspicious pictures are the easiest to see. Move the phone closer to the report so you can move the evidence more swiftly. Turn off your flashlight when turning on the lights. It's easier to see where you're aiming and hit the light switch. So how to do the cracks fast? Ideally you want to run the game with VSync turned off and at least 120 FPS. Because as I mentioned, the cracks are very much dependent on the frame rate your game runs at. You want to slide your mouse smoothly. This is even more important if you're on lower FPS. On high FPS you want to slide it fast but steady. Hit the sound cue, slide back to where it roughly was and then adjust with A and D. On low FPS you're gonna have to go slow and hope you hit the sound cue on first pass. Then just adjust with A and D. This is gonna be fun. God, I can't. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, this is the one. Just get higher FPS for the love of God. Now for the nightmare tips. There are no sound cues on nightmare. You have to consistently check the cams for Tanner. Always check cams before standing up. Check for Tanner roughly every 10 seconds. Tanner's kill timer on nightmare is 12 seconds. You have to be really good at doing cracks by now. There are no upgrades and no insta rootkit cracks for you. You have to do a cam check in the middle of every crack unless Tanner is on cooldown, which you should definitely abuse on nightmare. Also keep your rootkit crack close to the cam so you can quickly move between the two. It's better to fail a crack than die on night 8 or higher. On later nights remember to stand up and check the lights pretty often. This is the sound you get for Poop Your Pants achievement. To beat Nightmare, you either have to have all the cases memorized or use a spreadsheet or a report Nexus tool. I will leave a link in the description. Also don't try to skip the night unless you're sure you can manage. No reason to risk it, and also you might just waste some innocent cases for later nights. So that would be it for this video. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you think I forgot to mention something important, let me know. Also, I started streaming very recently, so if you want to catch me live, you can do so at twitch.tv/kakratka. I wish you all good luck beating Scrutinized. Talking to myself is hard, even harder in English.